there, Chocks and Chockettes, down in between Chocolate here for another video review. It's the Fry's Coffee Cream 3-pack. Yes, very excited for this one, very excited. Thanks so much for Scotty to putting me onto this one. Poundland is where I got this one. I think it's only available there at the moment, so yeah, find your local Poundland basically. Fry's do various creams. Some of them, I think one of them, the strawberry one was a limited edition one for some strange reason, I don't know why, but they do an orange one, a raspberry one, a mint one, a regular one, and now this one. And they are famous for doing a Fry's 5-centre chocolate bar, similar to the Cadbury Australia snack bar, where it's basically 5 different cream centres. And maybe they could do it at long last, you never know. Because they've definitely got 5 out now. Yeah, maybe there's even another flavour I can't think of. And they do Turkish Delight, so technically they could include Turkish Delight in that, so that would be 6. But yeah, so rich dark chocolate with a smooth fondant centre. So yeah, I've always been around Fry's, but they just started doing a lot more flavours recently. It's very interesting. I'm glad they're doing it really. And I think they have reduced the size of these bars though. It definitely feels a bit smaller. And you can see, in fact, the flourishes, it's very small really. So a bit of a disappointment that it's got such flourishes on them, but it looks nice. But yeah, they're definitely, it's definitely an extra bar's worth with these flourishes, I think. So basically, look, they could fit 4 in with this space, So there we are. So what's it say? Well, I think we know what it is, but let's have a look. What does it say on the side? Chocolate with a coffee flavour fondant centre, 52%. Okay, there's the rest of the flavours there. Not see anything obvious stands out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, palm oil. Got palm oil in there as well. Okay. Chocolate contains vegetable fats in addition to cocoa butter. It doesn't say what the strength of the dark chocolate is. The calories per 100 grams, 418 calories, 13 grams of fat, 7.5 of which are saturates. This is per bar a bit lower down, 49 grams, 205 calories, 6.2 grams of fat, 3.7 of which are saturates. There you go. Don't recycle at home, recycle it with bags at large supermarkets. Suited vegetarians. Great stuff, and there's some more info under here, so we can just get to it. Okay, here we go. That's the address to get in touch if you're not happy, stuff like that. Mondelez. Vegetarians, what do you say? 3 times 49 grams. Right, 147 in total. Okay, well, I don't think there's much more to say, to be honest with you. It looks nice. It's got obviously the coffee look to it. I mean, coffee is sort of like brownie colour, so I think it's fair enough. But yeah, had a look on the inside. Let's move ourselves down, give it an open. Let's do it. Okay, everyone, going to give these Fry's Coffee Cream filled chocolate bars a taste. Yes, rich dark chocolate with a smooth fondant centre. Fry's since 1761, 3-pack. All right, well, let's do it. Let's get into these. Well, it's not the, it's only the outer packaging really, so we'll do that. But, you'll clearly be able to see that, this outer packaging. Yeah, we've kind of botched the way we opened it there, but can definitely fit more than 3 bars in this, I think. Let's have a look. With the flourishes. There's a bit of gap in between there as well. So basically you could, if you took away this gap as well, which is resulting from the fact that the toppers have these flourishes on them themselves, the mini bars, this is to the edge here. So you could fit another bar in that space really, so just a bit. But there we go. Right, so let's move these 2 away. Here's what I'm going to review. So look at that. Yes, looks very nice, doesn't it? I think it looks even nicer on its own like this. I feel like if you had all, 4 or 5 other flavours or what have you, I think they'd look really good together. Yeah, like one of the Ritter Sports sort of chocolate library affairs that they have going on, sort of. When you've got like little books, if you put them all together in like a bookshelf, look brilliant. I think you could have a different display, like with these, with them all on top of each other like that. I think it look really good. Yeah, all different colours. Maybe they'll do the Fry's 5 cents, who knows, you never know. There isn't much more to say on this actual bar itself. I mean, it says multi-pack bar, not for resale, stuff like that. It says soy and milk, make it a nuts, wheat. For ingredients, see the outer pack, stuff like this. 49 grams, so let's give it an actual open then. So time recording, I've done about, I think it's about 1,050 reviews, something like that. Yes, if you like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. The top right corner, put a link to place all my other reviews, as well as some related ones, such as maybe other coffee chocolate, the Fry's bars, the Fry's cream bars, fondant cream bars, things like this. So yeah, if you watch this, like and subscribe. Go check this out. Hopefully enjoy those too. Okay, so yeah, a bit warm today, but I love the way you can see the the Fry's logo just come through onto the wrapper. I quite like that. Obviously it's reversed, but yeah, that's quite nice. A nice smell coming from it actually. I don't know if it's quite coffee-like, but it's more the dark chocolate, I think. Let's give a bit of a measure and show before I. It's a bit warm. It's not warm today, but it feels don't know, the bar feels like it's, maybe on the melty side. About 12.1 centimetres almost, if you round up. The width. About 3.2. And the height, about 1.2. Alright. So let's have a look at it then. So yes, you can see it looks, they have a nice distinct look, don't they? They really do. They look very, it's a nice looking chocolate bar actually. Put two of them together, it'd be quite a nice little, if it quite make a sphere. Maybe it would. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be good. A fries sphere. Yeah, or whatever you'd call that. Tube. Yeah. See, my fingerprints are coming through a bit on it, unfortunately. It's just, yeah, as I say, it's a bit warm today. Not really segments in these ones. I guess you could technically snap it between them, but they don't really. I don't know. Yeah, you can see there, it's just come off in the centre. You can see there, look at that. There's obviously, because of flavouring, it's not actually it's like a coffee centre or anything like that. It's just a, doesn't really smell like coffee. It just smells like, sort of after eight fondant cream type of affair. But obviously, without, do after eight smell like mint? I don't know if they do actually. It's just got that kind of smell. Yes, on the wrapper it does say, you can just about see there, chocolate with a coffee flavour fondant centre. So as I mentioned before, so yeah, it is just a flavouring. But I can't even smell it though. It doesn't smell like coffee, So bit of a disappointing. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Maybe all the others don't really smell like the flavours either. I can't quite recall. I'm sure they don't. So just with coffee being quite a distinct flavour, you'd think it probably would. That was pretty good like that. I think, yeah, did like a duo bar like that, that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Interesting, yeah. All right, well, I think we just need to lift myself up and give it a taste. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Okay, everyone, going to give these fries coffee cream. Yes, rich dark chocolate with a smooth fondant centre bars a taste. Yeah, so very excited for these ones. I am a big fan of coffee flavoured chocolate and coffee creams. I loved them when they were in roses back in the day, and I always love any coffee chocolates in the selection. It's just one of those things, I know some people aren't too keen on them, but yeah, so we got basically sort of the bar snapped in half and sort of stuck together. It's kind of not stuck together, but it's sticking together, I guess, but we'll separate it. Give this bit of taste. So yeah, excited for this one. Fry's very famous chocolate bar. Been around for a lot of time. Just regular fondant cream and the mint ones, but they have branched out into other flavours recently, and coffee is the latest one, so let's give it a go. Yeah, it is reminiscent of the old coffee cream from Roses, basically, but maybe not quite as strong, I don't know. It's just because it's a bit sort of flatter, the cream's a bit, I don't know, maybe. Hard to say about them being side by side, but it definitely ticks that box. It's quite a sort of subtle coffee flavour. It's not very strong. I mean, if you had one of the the sort of the cappuccino or something in Fordham's Continental or something like that, I think it's not quite as strong as that. But it's nice. It's a nice flavour. It's a bit different. Yeah, I like it. I feel like it's perhaps not quite as strong as I was expecting. I feel like it perhaps could be a bit stronger. I'm sure the coffee flavour in Roses was a bit stronger than this. But nonetheless, it is nice actually. Maybe the fact that it's a bit subtle means maybe it will just work a bit better with other flavours and things like this, other things. But although you might argue why do you want that when when it's on its own anyway. But I guess what I was meaning with maybe it just would be a bit less polarising. But then I feel like, if you didn't like sort of coffee or coffee flavoured chocolate and things, you wouldn't buy this, would you? I mean, it's clearly I don't think there's any reason to sort of make it more subtle for people who don't really like coffee, unless you were going to do a Fry's 5 centre bar, sort of basically a single bar with all the assorted cream fillings that Fry's used to do. So maybe. But yeah, I actually like this. I think it's nice. I feel like it's perhaps less impactful than I would have hoped. I feel like it's a bit subtle. I mean, maybe because it's a dedicated coffee, bar essentially. Maybe it's a bit more noticeable that it's a bit less strong than it would be if you were just having a singular chocolate in Cadbury's Roses or something. But I feel like they were slightly stronger than this. But I could be misremembering. It was some time ago. I feel like it's nice enough. I just feel maybe just slightly disappointed. I don't dislike it. I feel like it is good enough, if you know what I mean. I just feel like it could be maybe slightly better. So really, this one, I don't know. I feel like if you don't like coffee, it's not as bad as you'd think. Basically, as far as the coffee flavour is concerned, it's not that strong, but it is still coffee or coffee flavour. So bear that in mind. But I feel like if you're a coffee flavour cream fan or coffee chocolate fan, you might be slightly disappointed. I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like it's a difficult one to say, really. I just feel like it might, maybe it could be a bit stronger. Let's just have another taste. Hmm. It's got a sweet filling, of the fries fondant cream. It's still that distinct fondant cream taste, and the dark chocolate's quite nice as well around it, and all these sort of things are quite nice. It does have a sweetness to it, so it's kind of like it's got the sweetness basically to sort of, I guess maybe I wouldn't say take away from the coffee taste, but it's coffee with sugar basically. But I think that's to be expected. Yeah, it is a subtle coffee flavour, to be honest with you. It's perhaps a bit too subtle for me. I haven't got other coffee flavour things next to me to try it out to compare it to. But so it's a difficult one. I'm quite sure the coffee chocolate things have been a bit stronger than this. I feel like this is a bit weaker than I would like. It's still nice and it's still distinctly coffee. If you ask what the flavour was, you'd still say coffee. But yeah, I do feel like it's perhaps a bit weaker than I would like, and it comes across as a bit more like a sort of regular fries cream rather than a fries coffee cream, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I feel like it's almost like they've just not flavoured it enough. I feel like it's close as well. I don't think they need to flavour it much more, but I feel like it could be a bit stronger. So but for me, it's a nicer one than the regular fries cream, I think, or maybe it's probably one of my more favourite ones, but maybe it's not quite as. I feel like I could still be swayed back towards one of the other flavours over this one because it's just not that strong. I feel like it's not distinct enough maybe, and the other ones perhaps would provide. But having said all that, they are quite. It'd be nice to have an assortment of them. I think the fries 5 cents would work, and I think, as I say, I think this level of strength for the coffee flavour probably would lend itself to a fries 5 cent style bar. So maybe you never know. That's what they were thinking of, but I don't know. It swings and roundabouts. I feel like it's still nice. I feel like maybe it could be stronger. I feel like as a result of that, it's maybe I'm not as. I feel like this should be my favourite of the fries cream bars. But having said that, I still think there's always room for the other flavours anyway, because it is quite nice to have, even in like Cadbury's Rose and things, I do like having the strawberry flavour, the orange flavour, the orange dream, strawberry cream, whatever they're called. I keep forgetting the names now. It's confusing because, I think it's the strawberry dream, isn't it? The orange cream, orange creme. Hard to remember because sometimes a bit of crossover with Quality Street and I keep forgetting which one's from where. But yeah, so I still like that. So I feel like, it's one of those, I feel like it's probably, as I say, really great to have together. And I think, again, the fries 5 cents, I think would be a brilliant bar to have with this. It would just be like Cadbury's Roses in a bar, basically. So, which is basically what the Cadbury snack from Australia is like, essentially, which is their equivalent. It's not the same as the snack UK. It's just like a fries 5 cents, basically, with lots of different fillings in a segmented bar. So, again, like Cadbury's Roses, but in chocolate bar form. So, yeah, I feel this one. It's just, in a summary, it's just not quite as strong as I would like it to be. But having said that, it's still strong enough, and I feel like it's a very difficult one. I feel like would it be too strong if it's any stronger? Is it good to have it just to be a bit subtle? But I just feel like other coffee flavoured chocolates and chocolate creams I've had in the past have just been that little bit stronger, basically. And I feel that distinctness, that strength has worked in their favour rather than be detrimental, even if they've been with other flavoured chocolates. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think if it was a bit stronger, it would be a 4, maybe higher. But I think it's still nice. Oh, is it still a 4? I feel like it's it's very, 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 very marginal. I think it could really be a 3.5 out of 5. But the fact it's quite a distinct flavour, you don't get many coffee bars out there. I feel I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. So 4 out of 5. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Let me know what you think of coffee chocolate. Yes, and whether you think this is strong enough or too strong even, or whether you prefer other coffee flavoured chocolates or coffee creams from Roses, if you remember that one from back in the day, well, a few years back, but even further back than that it was originally. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment or free. Always great to hear from you, and always doing best to apply. Have a great day. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.